Terrell Thomas reporting live with These Urban Times and Live Hip Hop Daily News. We all see what's going on in our world since the murder of George Floyd, as we've seen protests taking place all over the world. We've seen unity. We've seen people standing up for the rights of Black lives and letting it be known how Black lives matter. And it got me to wondering, I guess you could say it has reached this halftime point here in the United States. Things have begun to open, businesses have begun to open, and it appears that a lot of sports leagues are going to also begin to make an attempt at getting back on the court, on the field, or beginning their season on the diamond. That got me to wondering, with all that's going on right now in today's world, with the protests that we still currently see and that are taking place across our nation and throughout the globe, do we need sports? Is it a time for sports to come back? Is it a distraction, or is this an opportunity for athletes to actually take a moment and let their voices really be heard? I polled that question earlier today on Instagram via social media on our These Urban Times link. I had an NBA friend actually come in and make a few comments. Los Angeles Lakers star, NBA star, former Defensive Player of the Year, Dwight Howard, came in and made a statement about it being a distraction. And once that happened, I guess you could say other users in the social media realm began to see Dwight's comment, and they began to question his comments and ask him, well, Dwight, if the time to make a change is now, would you sit out? Are you a player who feels they would sit out? Dwight kindly replied that he would. Do you feel like other NBA players should take that stand? That's a very powerful stance right there, and not just NBA players, but athletes in general. Dwight Howard does. Dwight Howard then went on to make comments on how we've been told to shut up and dribble. What if we stopped dribbling and spoke out? I thought that was very well phrased. I thought that was a good point right there. So I asked the question not only to Dwight's fellow athletes out there, to our viewers and our listeners, with the world and the current conditions of our time in today's climate, do we need sports? Dwight doesn't think so. Do you feel like we should take a pause? Let us know. I'm Terrell Thomas. Stay tuned to These Urban Times and Live Hip Hop Daily for all of your sports news, your current events, and live updates on what's going on with the protests throughout the globe.